morning. It's quite a long way for me to come for breakfast. But they did say that I could uncork my breakfast more successfully here than in London. My hands are still a bit shaky in London, and I've recovered it. It's lovely to be here this morning, and I look at that finest quality, traditional method sparkling wine from a small. Oh, it's going to fall on the boss. A small family team in Marlow, because actually that's what the whole Laithwaite operation has always been about. I've known sort of dad Laithwaite or slightly older Laithwaite. In other words, the one who still looks as though he's about 12 but is a bit more frazzled than this one who looks like about 12. And that one over there, where's he gone? There's another one who looks as though he's about 12 weeks. There's something about the Laithwaite genes that I don't know.
For the wine.
Have you got? You haven't got paintings up in the loft, have you? There's something about them. They never seem to age. But the one thing that I've always loved about what Tony and Barbara have done is that they absolutely take the mood of the moment. And from those days when Tony, aged 12, was sitting in his railway arches in Reading with a bunch of utter ne'er-do-wells, bottling the barrels of wine. I've actually managed to find the name of one of those barrels you bottled, by the way. I had to go to Panama to find the name. So you'll be hearing from the Inland Revenue very shortly, and the fraud squad, by the way, popping down. But what Tony and Barbara first did was to just understand that the world was massively changing, and they brought popularism to wine. I tried to do the same on the television with my batty blonde friend Gilly Goulden, who, by the way, is in a secure unit, but is often allowed out, and it's only £5 a ticket to see her brush her teeth. Frankly, it's worth the £5. But you've always been a great populariser, you two, and a new generation of Laithwaites come along, and I love the way that you and your bro have taken two of the most important strands of what's happening in the world of drink and in the world of being English at the moment. The craft ale movement is massively important, and it's massively important for a number of reasons. Not just because it makes the best beer that Britain's ever seen, but because every single brewery that starts up supports a community, and it supports people saying we're proud to be in this community and proud to be a member of that community and proud to support the business, because we don't have a community unless we all support our own businesses, and that's the baker, the butcher, the greengrocer, the person who mends your car, all those things. If you want a community, you have to let that community make a living. And the craft beer part of that is crucial, but so is the English vineyard part. It's unbelievable the progress that's been made in this country, and it's unbelievable the confidence that it's given to rural communities right the way across southern England. Hey, southern England. I mean, there are people in Yorkshire making very reasonable wine. I mean, I find it difficult to be polite to anyone from Yorkshire, and I've spent most of my life being, actually, to my absolute horror, I discovered I might be a Yorkshireman. This is very upsetting because, I mean, who else am I going to make jokes? I'll just go on making jokes about myself. That's all right. They've actually got a vineyard in Scotland, and they did make a bottle of wine. That has also been impounded, but what we're doing here, we could be standing here in one of the great vineyard sites of Northern Europe for the next 50 years. Just go out there, go past the hedge, go and look like that. Have you all been out there and had a look? Just seeing what we have, these beautiful sloping vineyards there. You see all that, talking of the Harrow, by the way, thank you, Barbara, very much for the loan that you gave the vineyard. You said on the loan document, it didn't say excluding agricultural equipment. Yes. So that's why you noticed him working as a lollipop lady down by the Marlow school, trying to make the money to actually buy about 16 new Harrows, because that land out there is tough land. But all the best vineyards are tough land. You don't make decent wine out of easy-going, lazy land. You make lazy, fat, dull wine. That is hard-working land that makes you try and pull something out of it and challenges you to get something out of it. I think I just had a glass of the rosé, and I think it absolutely shows that. You can immediately see that that is a tough land, a proud land, waiting to say, okay, I've got something here. Are you up to getting this out of it, or are you not? And I think the very first rosé you've made shows that the Laithwaite plan is absolutely up, of pulling and cajoling and teasing and flirting whatever is in that land out into the glass. And we are on the edge of what they call the Paris Basin here. This is, the English Channel is a new thing. It's only, what, 10,000 years ago that France was actually part of southern England. Thank God for the English Channel, is all I can say. But there's a thing called the Paris Basin, which many people say is the mother lode of vineyard land. And it's a great ring of chalk and limestone that is centred on Paris. And it goes to Champagne like that, and it goes to the cliffs of Calais, and it goes across to the cliffs of Dover. It's almost like a jigsaw puzzle if you look at cliffs of Dover and cliffs of Calais. And then it goes along the South Downs, right the way through Kent, Sussex, Hampshire, Dorset, down to Portland Bill at Weymouth. And it goes up through the North Downs, again through Kent, Surrey, Hampshire, Dorset, that way. And the Chilterns is another spur of what they say might be the mother lode of all the best vineyard land in Northern Europe. And then it all goes down underneath the ocean, comes up at Le Havre and goes off and shoots off a bit to Cognac, down to Sancerre, round like this, round to Chablis, and you're back into Champagne. That's the perfect land for making, for growing grapes. This is part of that. And if we look at the temperature here, my first 4 or 5 visits to Champagne, I don't think I saw a single hour's sunshine. So if you worry, oh gosh, I don't know about the weather here, you say, well, go to Champagne. You'll come back to England saying, thank God, at least I've come back to England after the misery of being in Champagne. You don't look for endless sunny days when you're making great sparkling wine. It'd be nice to have enough of them, because he's got to sort of get his grapes from that. Otherwise, have you got a contract with Birdseye in case I think he's got a contract with Birdseye that if it doesn't ripen enough by the end of October, he sells them all as frozen peas. The price is good. But we are looking now at a global warming situation. Global warming, by the way, is all about chaos. It's not about some wonderful, gentle movement towards the sunny uplands. It's simply, nature's not like that. But it is about enormous opportunities and enormous challenges. And April 27th, I don't know whether any of you were out tending your mangel wurzels on April the 27th, but not a good morning to have forgotten to put a jumper on. A lot of frost came, and it came through Buckingham and Berkshire, and it came through Hampshire, and it came through Dorset and Sussex, and crops are hit, and vineyards get stuffed, and you go out there and you think, oh Jesus, all that work, look at that beautiful Chardonnay vine, it's just like that, and caught, and you think, nothing from that piece of land this year. It happens in marginal areas, but marginal areas are the ones that make the greatest flavours, and it's the challenge again, and this guy's up for it. The challenge, the sense of place that you're going to develop here, and I think this is going to be one of the great vineyard sites, and I think you're going to do what I expect from the Laithwaites. You're going to take the mood around us, the zeitgeist around us, and you're going to make something really special out of it. Good to see you, mate. Helps to move back a bit here.
Right, okay.
Go, Henry, go.
We can do another one if it's Right, I declare Harrow, oh, where is it? What are we doing here? I declare Harrow and Hope officially launched.